Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Blue Star, and we are playing Farming Simulator 15. Sorry about that, took me a second to think about it. Um, just for those of you who know, today is actually Monday, October 26th. It's actually about 2:30 in the morning, I believe. Actually, it's right at 2 o'clock. So, if you haven't heard, Farming Simulator 15 Gold, the add-on edition, however you want to refer to it, is coming out here in the next few days. So I figured, I'd jump in one last time, play the game before the gold comes out and everybody starts moving on to the new expansion. Wash up the equipment here. It's gotten pretty dirty over the last few times we've harvested the fields. Clean off this front weight here. And you probably notice up there in the corner, it's charging me to use the pressure washer right now. Plus I do have the time maxed out. Trying to get that field back there to go ahead and growing up. Weight's clean, tractor's clean. Let's clean off the seeder here. So, yep, Gold Edition comes out in roughly three days from now. Everybody will start the download and we'll start getting videos produced on the new Gold Edition. I hope if everything goes according to plan, I should be able to get it downloaded and hopefully get great demand at the flour mill for barley. A slow time there. I was not expecting that. That's at the flour mill for the barley. Drop that off. Bring this tractor around here real quick. Go ahead and get that programmed. Flour mill for the barley. That's going to be this route. We're going to need to be going to the flour mill. And we're going to need barley. Turn loose that trailer real quick. Switch trailers. Have the bigger tractor, of course, handle the bigger tipper. This one can pull it. It's just for this run, I'll want to put the appropriate tractor and trailers together for the best load. Barley, solid flour mill, taking barley. Double check this real quick. Make sure I've read that right. Okay, 1.5 times for 24 hours for barley. Need to check one other thing. I just thought of something. What do we have growing? We have wheat. So it's not going to make a difference. Go ahead and drive course. I was wondering if there was a possible chance, I had barley planted out there. I couldn't remember what I planted last time. Where'd I put the tipper? There it is. Okay. Yeah, I didn't remember what I had planted last. I didn't know, chance I had barley out there. Instead of start selling it now, I may want to, because I have 24 hours to go ahead and sell it. I mean, speed time back up, get it harvested. That way, I have that extra to sell. Again, we're going to the flour mill. We are doing barley. Start the course here. Okay. Why is he carrying canola? Stop. Wrong. Bad tractor. I guess I may not have fully paid attention and clicked the wrong thing, guys. That is the cool thing about me, luckily having the inspector mod up there, I was able to see it in the corner of my eye, just double checking. Bring it around here and dump it off. How much do we have? He's carrying roughly 21,000, so we had roughly 120,000 barley to sell. As soon as I get this tractor fixed and up and going, guys, I'll go ahead and do a time lapse of the sell portion of this real quick. That way, we're not just sitting here watching, time tick by, if just, watching it sell. Go check, make sure he's going to load with barley this time. Barley and barley, there we go. So again, guys, I'll do a time lapse here. I'll jump around different tractors, that we can watch the tractors go round and round again. And I'll see you as soon as the time lapse is done. Catch you in a few. Hey guys, and welcome back. Got the Ditz doing that last little run to go deliver that portion of the barley off, and then we're gonna max time back out here. Get that field coming in. I want to go to Let me get this guy set up for the combine. Back to combine mode. Manually select the combine. Need to redo the route. Should be 16 to Silo. Go ahead and drive the route here. That way he'll top off on fuel. So it may be a little hard to see. That's what I was afraid of. The way I set up the course route, he will not drive close enough to get fuel. I'll just back him up here manually. Put him in range. There we go. Where's he at? Okay, he's coming in about now. He should be getting ready to drop off the load. So this guy drive route. Check on him. There he is. So we were getting roughly just a little over $10,000 for each of these tipper loads when they were full, and a little over, what, 4,000 I think for the smaller one. So if I remember correctly, we started off, we were a negative $10,000 in debt, and now we're up to a positive 50,000. I was going to see here real quick. I was going to look at the Forge Wagon here. I can get that one for 27. Tractors. Ursule's here. They want 82,000 for it. I'm looking at, getting rid of our Dutz here because it's cost us $460 a day in maintenance for him. This guy's only $260 a day. But I'm also thinking there's something about the Ursus versus the Dutz here on the turning radius. What's the... See, that's the one I want, the New Holland. He's 157,000. Let's go check at the JBC here. 189,000 for $170 a day. That's actually not bad at all on maintenance cost. He's got quite a bit of power. $230 horsepower, $170 a day. The Dutz here, the New Holland here again is $120 a day. He's a little bit cheaper. He's also less horsepower. So the JBC's definitely got more power. We don't have the money yet, guys. So we're really, sweet time back up here. Still trying to get money. This map, I was told, it takes quite a bit to get it going. But back to what I was saying just before, we cut away, is Gold Edition should become, the Gold add-on, Gold Edition. I'm calling it the Gold Edition, guys. If you have a problem with it, I'm just sorry. It's just easier for me to remember and call it the Gold Edition, Gold Expansion. It's coming out here in about 3 days, so I'm hoping to be getting it. Probably gonna be relaunching, starting a new map on it, just because I'm really interested after a year of 15 being out to see a new map actually produced by Giants themselves. Not not a modded map. It's not that I don't have nothing against modded maps. It's just I like to see what the pros do. The professional people, the professional programmers get in and put their heads around stuff, because they have the ability to edit the background programming for their maps that they design. They're able to think things through, and they're able to go in and make updates and changes that just a modded map can't do. A modded map, I'm not a professional. I've never tried to make one, but a modded map, literally, it's us attempting to make a map to play on. I've heard there's some really good ones out there. I've also heard there's some really buggy ones out there. So it'd be nice to, have a new one out from Giants himself. From what I've seen in the pictures, I heard there is a new link out based on it. I have not looked at it yet. It's just supposed to be screenshots of the game. Trying to do multiple things here. I totally forgot to finish setting this guy up. There's the route. Blitz is back here. Stop driver here. Just, just be able to check out the Gold Edition, play a new map, take y'all along with me on the journey. Bring y'all along with me on the journey. For those of you who have found my channel and been watching the videos I'm producing. I also want to say thank you to the few people that have found my channel so far and subscribed. I know over half of you are, other guys that I've met through TeamSpeak and through the farming community and other gaming community of people that I've met. But there are a few people out there that have found my channel that I don't know if, excuse me, if y'all just came across my channel because I was trying to give you some Gold Edition information or what. But thank you guys for subscribing. I think I am up to at least 10 subscribers that I can see on YouTube. I'm not by far an expert yet. I don't know all the materials I'm reading, but I think I have just received my 10th subscribers, so thank you to you guys. Y'all are helping me grow the channel. I think it's not, too terribly bad getting a start on starting a new gaming channel with all the others out there that are producing these games already, especially when I got such a late start. So I just want to take a minute and say thank you for the few people I have. As you can see, nightfall's coming in. There's the moon. Almost looks like a full moon now that I look at it. That was something that we had probably a few weeks back. Was we had an actual let me see if I can get this right. I think it's called a lunar eclipse. Yes, it should have been a lunar eclipse. But it was actually one that only happens every roughly 30 years. They actually called it the blood moon eclipse. It's when the moon, because the shading of the eclipse occurring, it causes the moon to get a red glow to it. I actually, only caught pieces of it. I didn't get to stay up all night and watch it. But it was cool to see the moon go through the eclipse. It's something that only happens every few years. Last time I remember an eclipse happened was a solar eclipse. It's when the moon was between the Earth and the Sun. But it happened, my senior year in high school. But right in the afternoon. The only issue with it being a solar eclipse is you actually had to have special lenses or glasses to actually be able to see it, because you had to actually stare at the sun itself to see the moon was between us. It actually helped those that I know that did see it and view it. They were like in the ag department in the welding shop. They were taking their welding hoods outside, putting the hoods on, and staring at the sun through the welding lens. And they said that they could really see it through that. Unfortunately, I did not take ag in high school. I didn't have the welding hood, so the welder's hood, or be able to go borrow it from them. So I didn't get to see it much. I knew it was taking place. They talked about it. I didn't get to see it. So it was kind of cool this time a few weeks ago to actually see the eclipse. Kind of neat here. Come on, clock, tick away. So what I really was hoping we could actually find something to purchase here. Oops, wrong button. The tether won't do us no good if we're not making straw. But it is only 10,000. We could do that, guys. We could get this tether right here. It's 6.5 meters wide. And this forging wagon here, it's only 27. And then we could pick up the straw right at the end. Actually, I think we'll do that. Why not? Let's go ahead and get the forging wagon. And let's also go ahead and get this tether here. Turns grass around. Oh no, that's not what I thought it was. That is not. It was this guy. Just real quick, the tether here. This just flips the grass around and helps dry it. I have ran this actually in real life before. I actually helped a guy one summer doing some farming, and he literally had me running this tether right here. Literally, what the way it worked is they went through one day and they cut all the grass. 2 days later, they had me come through with the tedder, just flip the grass over. Then about 2 days behind it is when they brought the rake through. We called it a rake. We didn't call it windrowers. We actually called it a rake. But it's the same basic thing. And they would run a rake through to stack it all up. And then they would bring the hay baler through, which is this technology down here, which, as you can see, we're out of money. We can't get. We actually did the round bells, and that's what we did. I actually never got to run the cutters. I actually got to see them, but I never officially ran the cutter itself. I did work on it to help sharpen the blades one day, I helped grease it, but I actually never ran it. I got to the main two pieces of equipment that I got to run was the tedder itself, mainly because I was only 19 at the time, and they didn't, they didn't want me running the bigger, expensive machines. The tedder was literally put on the back of an old John Deere tractor. Didn't have a cab. Did have a roof though, blocked part of the sun. And literally, I just sat out in the field. And it didn't matter if I could draw a windrow right or not. It's just actually activate the PTO shaft, just drive it through the fields, and that's all there was to it. Now the truth is, for this game, I did not have to actually get that windrow right there, because the combine itself, there it is. It's gonna be a night harvest, guys. Wow. If I actually activate the enable Swalstroth, as you can see there, the combo button, I have actually activated it now. It will leave nice little rows here. I can turn on the lights here that we can see. See, it's leaving a nice little row. The actual hay cutters do the same thing. For cutting the hay, they actually will leave a nice little row like that. You just have to make sure they're dry. The advantage of the rake or the windrower is how big they are. They can take a stripe like this, or 2 or 3 because of the width, and make it one row. And especially like if I use the tedder actually just slings it. It's all it is little spikes that hang on down there. You engage with a PTO or hydraulic drive depending on your system, and it just throws it out. Just flips it, throws it across the yard. Kind of like someone walking through. If you ever had to rake up leaves, someone just runs through there and just runs through it and just tears up your leaf pile like a dog, your baby brother or sister, depending on who you had. Have to stick with the combine here just a little bit. Then I'll bring the bits back down and we'll start windrowing some of this. Not windrowing, sorry. I think it's called forge wagon. Yeah, we'll start picking it up with the forge wagon, and we can take this straight to the straw bale and sell it off and make a little money with it. Come on, there we go. Sorry about that. Still got a little bit of a cold lasting on. Let's get past him just a little bit. For those of you that's caught the other episodes that I've made already, down there at this end near the red barn, there's a clothesline to the left, and sometimes course play, just because these early first couple of strips has a little bit of an issue with it. If I timed it right, he should empty right there. Harvester pull a little bit out of his way here. The tractor will tuck in just a little bit. Or he might, oh, there he goes. Yeah, and he should stop just about right in there somewhere. And he shouldn't have a problem, you know, next time the harvester needs it, you know, looping back, getting behind the harvester here. Once we get at least 2 or 3 rows in, I know it'll be pretty much far away. I mean, you can kind of, well, you kind of could. There's the clothesline there. It is actually neat. I have noticed that playing this a little bit. You know, right here it's nighttime, which is normal. There wouldn't be close out on the line, but when the sun comes up, also, you know, laundry just changes. Out comes the clothes. There we go. Do a little tight rope walking or tight wire walking. Not sure if this is wire rope. Looks more like a wire here for our clothesline. Got our squeaky windmill up there. This is kind of neat. I've actually never got to see one of these in real life. You know, especially not a functioning one. Wind powered. Come down here on the basin here. Fill up our little water bucket. I have actually seen a working hand pump one. Instead of having the rod go through it, going up to the windmill, turning the shaft, it actually still had the crank handle on the back, and you sit here and just had to crank it up and down to pump your water up. I was actually surprised I actually got to see a real working one of them once. I wouldn't highly recommend unless you know something about them, playing with them too much, especially drinking the water. You never know. Most of these that had the hand cranks like this, they were shallow. They could be in a bad environment. You don't want to just drink the water. But it's nice and neat to see them working. There's probably some good activated ones out there still. I just don't know where they're at. And any of these old hand cranks one, you know, it's made out of metal. It's going to be very old, rusted, corroded. So, let's pay attention. Ooh, trampoline. I never noticed a trampoline back here before. Donk, 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 donk. I'm a kid, yay! Different clothesline style. If I'm right, I have seen one of these in real life, this style here before. And right there in the center where you can see that the shaft comes together, this thing can actually spin and turn. You can take your basket of laundry out there, you know, set it down beside you, start hanging clothes on it, or your blankets and sheets, and then, you know, just grab the whole thing and push it one way or the other and just turn it. That way you don't have to move. You can make it move to you. So there's our harvester coming back. See, this is going to be the question in the test right now. Harvester is 47% full. Here comes the Hurleyman to offload him. Nope. He went ahead and did the turn. Ooh, I didn't like that. See, he came way out here, and look at all this straw that he sprayed out here. He didn't stop. I think that's the difference in using course play versus, get out of the guy's way here. Using course play versus, you know, just a basic in-game hired hand to do that, is that's what they do. Catch up with him here real quick. This should top the Hurleyman off. That way, you know, he's got a full load to go turn in. Falling behind right here. That's the straw just coming out. Literally just pours right out the back of the unit. I'm thinking you know, if I disable the wall straw, there's a flapper there that closes to force it come down this last little part right here. You can kind of see a little shaft right there behind the light. probably a blade mechanism or something that just, you know, grinds this up and then sprays it out on the ground. Um, Both are good. I know I've talked to a friend about that they know a little bit more about farming, and part of that theory behind just grinding up and spraying it back in the field is, you know, it would be next season before they would plant the field, and that just provides this straw to rot in the field, you know, put a little bit of nutrients and fertilization back into the field. Harleman's already went offloaded. Let's go ahead and get the dits out here with the forge wagon. Turn on the back lights. That way we can light up the back of the trailer and everybody gets to see. So one thing I have found when I'm, you know, driving this myself is the tractor's ability to turn with the forge wagon. Well, it does turn, but it's not the best. So what I'll do, let's see here, let me look at controls, turn it on, lower the pickup device, press our cruise control. Yep, 15's max for this. The game automatically detects that and sets it for you, even though I do have my cruise where it can go faster. And there we go. This is the forge wagon operation. It is the smaller of the three that comes with the default packages of the game. What, just a little over 20% per strip? It's not too terribly bad. Oop, look at there, and I'm driving the clothesline. Get out of the Hurleman's way. But the one thing I like to do if I'm actually manually driving this, because the turning radius, hello Harleyman, what are you doing? Maybe I need to talk to that hired hand. He looked a little drunk there with what he was doing. But I'll skip every other row like this. Mainly just because of the turning radius. I'll show you at the other end. Hopefully the Harleyman will figure out what he's doing here in a minute. We may have to assist. But because the turning radius of the tractor and the forge wagon being so tight, because the combine, you know, it pulls up, then backs up, then starts again. And with this being a trailer that typically won't do that, it just likes to do turns, is, you know, when I'm done going across the end of the road like that, I'll just pull out here a little bit, swing out, and do my best to pick up most of this little tail right there, and just come back down the next row. Mainly just because it's easier for it to make the turn, and it can. Now, the other thing I can do, and one of the reasons why I like using course play, for example, is I program that course route that the harvester's driving right now, is I could actually program that same exact route right now to this tractor and this forge wagon, and tell it, you know, drive this route. And it will run the same exact line that the combine's running. Uh-oh. Looks like we're on the headline collision here. Pull out of the way. It will run that same route, and, you know, because it's the same trail, harvest for it. If you actually use the hired hand, you don't know the exact offset, and getting the alignment right is, well, it's not impossible, but it's hard. Because course play, you know, does its own little calculation. So it's just easier. Now when we get up to the bigger harvester, you know, instead of doing, I think that one's only like 4.2 meters wide. the harvesting width on it. I set it at 4 instead of 4.2, just to, make sure we're getting everything the best we can. Is the bigger ones, the grain head or the harvest head on the combines of those, some of those are 10, 15, even larger than that. Go ahead and stop right now on this. Take it over here and offload. Now, you can build a course route for this forage wagon, but typically what I would end up doing, building the course route, is I would bring it over here and I would actually put a waiting point in my course route to stop somewhere in this region here. That way I can then come in and take control and back this in myself. Course play will back up, but I can tell you right now, backing a trailer, well, I've yet to have successful luck ever getting this right. Even me doing it myself, I even make mistakes. But with the chicken pen that tight and trying to get this lined up and having the trailer back up in here, yeah, it's pretty hard. If you can figure it out and y'all want to dabble with that, maybe in the new mod expansion when gold comes out, we'll have a little bit more working area to set that up. But I would just normally put in a route just to say, hey, stop here, and have it wait for me, and then I'll get a little message down the lower left corner there telling me that it's waiting for me. Excuse me. That way I can go over there, stop the route, take control, and set that up. Actually, I'm going to try that. Let me turn the trailer around here. I want to show y'all the little course thing, that the course play can do this for me. I'm actually going to be doing this just like the harvester. Just like this. I want to see it, the width of this only 2.2, but I actually want to be matching the harvester. There's two ways to do that. One, I can program it myself like I'm doing. We're going to be starting in the northeast. We're going to be going west. Generate route. Start at the first. The other thing I could have done is I could have came over here and said copy course and select the Sampo, and it would automatically just copy his current course. That's another way I could have done this, but I just want to manually do it myself because I know all the settings. See, there he goes. And because I've already picked this up, he's going to do a little bit of a dry run on this first one. But you'll see at the end, as soon as he makes his turn, that the course play, because the way the route gets set up, it's just too tight of a turn. The tractor and the trailer combo cannot handle this turn. The good thing is if I would use the windrow, because it's 6.5 meters wide, I'm hoping to do that here and a little bit more. It will actually, because it's 6.5 meters wide instead of 4, see, there it is. He's turning way too sharp. He's probably going to miss this edge here. Just like that. By setting up the windrower and telling him to move every 6.5 meters, he'll cover a wider swath, and it makes it easier on the tractors to make that turn. It's just 4 meters isn't a lot to be able to turn this trailer around with this tractor, not unless you can do a whole backup thing. You probably noticed that on the Cedar, it's 6 meters wide, and it works a lot better. As you can see, he just doesn't do that great at the ends. So let me actually stop him, turn off the wagons, we'll go empty him, and then I'll get the windrower out and we'll take a look at the windrow. Wow, the Hurley man and the harvester just keeps moving across the field. That's another question I'm going to put out to you guys. Even though when gold comes out, I'm not going to delete this game. I might save it and move it to the side. Um, but if y'all want to see more with this map and want to see me continue working on it, let me know. I can't promise I'll be doing a whole lot, because I do really want to get the gold map going and check it out. So let me know if y'all would like to see a little bit more, maybe another episode or two, or questions. You know, if I have any questions or experiment, some of y'all may have checked out that little, I think I called it an experiment map when I was doing some testing. If you have any more questions, let me know. I do have that file saved separately. You know, it's not a normal Let's Play game map that I'm playing on. It's one I did, you know, go in and cheat some money to that account for that save file, just for the purpose of testing. Found out, you know, it really doesn't matter which harvest you grow, especially these early grains here with wheat, barley, and canola. The way the prices are adjusted, the yields we get from the field, they pretty much do keep. They're pretty close. They're not. I'm not going to say they're 100%. It literally is a preference, in my opinion. All three of them are real close to the same. I didn't see a huge change for the corn. I think potatoes by far, but once you can get to the potatoes, does make a difference. But that's just literally, the yield on the potato is so large, but you do have to have all that specialized equipment. So this is the windrower. So you can see it's unfolding here. That's how it spins right there. It literally just breaks everything towards the center of the harvest. That way we can see it. Fold it back up here because I want to program a course route for it. Let's clear that one. See, fold it up, it only thinks it's 3 meters wide. You gotta fully unfold it here. Unfold it, lower it down. Maximum width is 8.6 meters. Wow. The 6.5 was the tether, if y'all remember. So this guy's 8.6 meters wide. I'm going to drop it to a basic 8. I know it'll cause some overlaps, but just to make sure. Field 16 again, northeast. Let's change it up. Let's go backwards. Let's start in the northwest and go east. That way he's just running backwards. Fold him back up. It's going to be starting at the first waypoint. Now, because this thing's 8 meters wide, he's definitely going to be traveling at a totally different speed. Drive course. There he is unfolding. Let's get the force blade thing out of the way that we can see a little better. As you can see, it did rake up a little bit there at the very beginning, just pushing it towards the middle. The other thing that I've decided I like about the rake, especially with our harvester going off course like he is I can actually tell him to do the leading windrows, go around 2 or 3 times, and set that at a small scale. Say instead of saying 8, say 4, like cut it in half. That way he'll overhang a little bit when he's going around the edges here and pull this towards the center. Just try and get better lined up. Because as you can see, the harvester's spinning so far off, even this part is not even fully on. As you can see, it just realigns the row. Realigns and pushes the center. This is the small one. 8.6 meters. I'd lower down to 8. You do have the larger windrows. I think it gets up to about 15 meters wide. So right at double what this one's capable of doing. And very simple, just stacks it in the middle like that. Because the missing rows here, where, you know, I just personally drove through and just picked up the windrow, you're not seeing a huge effect. It's just moving the one row right now. But as you can see, here in another pass or two, we're going to be getting into those double and maybe even triple sometimes windrows, where you can really just stack it together real quick. It cuts down, you know, your trips up and down the field. Yeah, it should be the next pass after this one. He'll probably be doing, you know, 2 of them at a time. Where this really comes in handy is, you know, later when we get 2 or 3 fields, couple more tractors, because, you know, I could actually already have the forge wagon if I had a third tractor running right now. Now running right behind this windrower, you know, starting to collect and haul off the straw. Sorry about my hesitation there. I keep having to make sure I say this correctly, because there is also what the game calls hay. The difference is straw is this excess waste here that's thrown off behind wheat and barley, where grass or hay is what they actually call it when you do a grass field. See, there's the double row right there. It's doing 2 at a time. Just taking 2 rows, making 1 out of them. Pretty much cutting our trips in half. You know, it stacks it together, it windrows it together. I don't know, I completely lost my train of thought. But just stacks it together, makes it easy for us here. Oh, I was talking about grass and hay. There's straw bales, which is what this can be turned in. If we come by now with a baler, either round or square, it doesn't matter. They call this a straw bale, and they actually have grass or hay bales, which is made from gray. I mean, not gray, grass. So when you cut the grass, you run the tether across it, dry it out, then windrow it like this to make it nice little rows, and bring the baler through it and bale that. They call that hay. That's the way Giants is separating the different. Whether people really concern themselves about grass or straw it's made out of, I'm not 100% sure. Not a cattle rancher or farmer details. I don't know if it really makes that big of a difference. I know growing up as a kid, I always just called them hay bales. Didn't really, you know, matter to me if it's made out of straw or grass. I know when I did work with a guy in the field a little bit, we just literally cut the grass. Depending on how fast it was growing, how much time we had, we'd either just let it sit out there for 2 or 3 days. If it was a nice hot summer and we weren't having that big of a problem, we could just leave, and they could afford it. They just let it sit on the field for 3 or 4 days, and then we come back by and bale it. You know, just let the sun naturally dry it. Or if we were in a hurry and the fields were growing real fast, it was a wet season, we'd actually run the tether through and flip it over to help it dry faster. You know, just churn it. Because when it's stacked together like this, you know, it's just like a pile of clothes. You know, stacked together, it takes it longer to dry, but spreading them out, it dries faster. So as you can see, we've already really caught up to them. So what I'm going to do, cheat a little bit here. I'm going to stop the driver, turn it off, hold it up. Now, because I did not change any of the settings with this tractor. I'm using the same tractor. Go over here and get my forge wagon. I think I left it right around the corner here. Yes, I did. Using the same tractor, same route, I should just be able to tell it, you know, start at the beginning, which is already programmed to. And now he's just going to take the forge wagon and run the same exact route. The only difference is normally you would set up what is called an unloading route. You'd have him actually run the field, and then have him go unload it. I'll point at some of those controls in just a minute once I get this guy going. Beginning at the beginning. Oh, I can't see him. Have to stop a tractor, guys. But there's different, you know, options to set up. There's a windrow route, you know, that's designed to go load. For instance, like fertilizer or seed, then drive the windrow route. There's this one where it'll work a route, and then you can put a route behind it to go offload. Because, instance, like the harvester's using this windrow feature to drive its windrows, but it doesn't have a route program behind it to go offload, because it doesn't offload. It just calls the harvester, the tipper over to unload. What with this guy, you know, I could program an unload route. You know, drive the windrow when you get full, go offload at X location. You can actually program those in. I'll be back. You know, I'll have a chance to show you some of those. See, just very simply, he'll drive the routes here. Now we get to actually see him do a true turn here and see how tight he'll turn. See, a lot easier. Looks like he can handle that turn a lot cleaner. Actually, real clean. He didn't leave it. He didn't miss anything on that turn. The only thing is like I was saying earlier, is typically I will, if I know I have the whole field done, I'll do a once or twice wrap around. You know, do what is called a headland ramp. And just have him, the windrower, you know, go around the outside of the fields first and do the outer edge. Have this guy chase the outer edge, and then have him do the windrow effect back and forth across the field, just to, you know, clean up the outer edge. You know, as you can see, all this stuff that's out here on the end that even the windrower was missing. The other thing you can do is, if you're driving it yourself, is go ahead and just have him do the windrow effect itself. And then just come back and drive the windrower down each end manually, just to line it up, and then, because you're done, bring the forge wagon through manually yourself. There's all sorts of different things you can do. But as you can see, you know, he'll go ahead and just continue apart, and oh, that's a sample. That's 100%. I thought we were 100%. I forgot what settings I set for this guy. The other thing that some people will do, especially like on this where you want them to offload, especially if we were doing hay bales, for example, you'd also set up a route like this for the hay bale auto picker upper trailer, because you'll have chunks of hay bale laying out here, and what people will do is they'll activate this return to first point. See, because there's not a route right now, he doesn't know what to do, so he just stops in the middle of the field. I can stop him, back him up, but they'll activate that return to first point, because at that first point is where they'll have the route for the field for them to drive away. And the reason why they'll do that return to first point is that way the harvester doesn't try to, you know, the tipper doesn't try to drive all the way to the end field, you know, the last point, to potentially just push those hay bales all over the map. Makes it just easier and clean it up, keep the tractor from driving where it shouldn't be driving at. And look at there, I'm backing wrong. Need to turn this way. Would help to turn on back lights. See if this works. I'll put it back on current. See if he'll remember his last place and go to that location to start. Whoa, not empty yet. Slow down. Yep. See, we're making, you know, it's not lots of money by doing this, but you know, it is a little bit more revenue. Made $830. I guess every little bit counts. Drive out over here and see how smart he is. See if he can remember his last point and go there and pick up. He's getting close. Yeah, he missed a little bit, but he did go roughly to this correct location. Link back myself and pick up this piece he missed. The other thing you can do is just do nearest waypoint, and it should work about the same. You can come in here on the settings and change show waypoints, turn them all on that we can see the lines if you need to. That way you can see the exact path it should be going. It got these little orange arrows and green arrows, you know, pointing which direction the route goes that we can see. And just back and forth it'll go. Okay guys, I'm gonna do another time lapse at this point. Just that way we can speed this along, and I'll catch you at the end of the video. See you in a few. Hey guys, and welcome back. As you can see, we just finished windrow in the fields here. The harvester's done. I got him parked on the side. Gonna quickly clean up the ends here, like I was telling you. Get them spinning. Back the camera out a little bit here. Activate cruise control. And simply just to clean up the ends, just make a strip just like this, just down the end. Putting all this in one nice little clean path. Jog down to the other side, do it. Switch over to the windrow, get the last little bit picked up here. Fold it down, turn it on. Fold the rake in. I've lost count. I was trying to, count how many times we've loaded this forge wagon real quick. I didn't keep a very good count. I think at least 5 or 6 so far. So you figure roughly $800 a thing. If we got a solid 6, we're just under 6,000. But if we're only at 5, we're just under 5,000. But I figured we should be able to get at least 1, maybe 2 more full loads, because we're already 50% full. Clean up this little end cap piece right here real quick. There we go. Drive nearest route. Stop the driver here. Run over here and clean up their equipment real quick. Start parking some of it. And of course the other trailer is already full. There's a slight discrepancy. You can kind of see, inspector said it's 100% full. The actual trailer is only 99% full. Just a small little discrepancy there, but nothing major. It's not going to hurt us. So this is either load number 6 or number 7. I didn't keep a true count. But you figure worst case scenario, let's say this is number 6, where we've definitely made almost $6,000 just on a forge wagon and a windrower. Again, we didn't have to get the windrower. Just, it cuts half the trips out. by doing what it's doing. And on the larger fields, that can make a difference in a hurry. Turn this on. Back to washing off the equipment here real quick. Wow, this tractor's definitely dirty. There you go, I think that has it. There's tipper number 1. Did it finish? Volkswagen says it's only 95% full, I think. We'll check in one in just a second here. Come on, clean up the tires. There we go, that should be nice and clean now. Okay, this little last bit of point, he was having problems because of how sharp that is. See it? It's not the full width or wide. He was having a little bit of problems with that. Go offloading. So this definitely should be 7 full loads. 7, maybe 8. I know I have the 2 different time lapses that'll be in this, and this episode's turning out to be a pretty long one, guys. I just figured, you know, this potentially could be the last time unless I get, you know, a lot of comments telling me y'all wish me to continue on with this series, or if y'all just, you know, want to go ahead and with me and just want to switch over to the Gold Edition. I figure I'd do a little bit longer episode here, you know, just showing the new piece here. I know we'll be getting into this more likely in the Gold Edition that's coming out. I figure, you know, we can go ahead and get this part done, get everything cleaned up, stacked up, and who knows, we may not be back to this map, or we may come back and just revisit, see where things are. against myself, just because all it is one last little strip. Go ahead and close that out. Don't need it no more. Actually, yep, I did close the route. Just double checking. Wow, this last strip, because it's that double, you know, it's almost 3 of them in one. Got right at roughly half a trailer load. So that, with this half a load, that should definitely, you know, cap off, and, you know, making at least 7 full loads. So easily say, you know, we made $7,000 worth of profit on that field right there of just straw. Be able to collect the straw and throw it and harvest it. So if you think back to, you know, how many times and how many times I've already grown wheat and barley on that field and hadn't been able to pick up the straw. You know, we just sold $20,000 worth of barley at the start of this episode. That's at least, say, 2 loads of 2 or 3 harvests of barley. So it's roughly, you know, another $21,000 we could have been making by just getting the forage wagon. That's something to make notes of and remember going forward in the gold, is that you know, that's more profit we could have been making. I'm actually going to park this back here on the back side, right here. See if I can get out now. I'll do it off screen, guys, but what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and plant, you know, a barley field back on that field real quick. I know y'all see that before. I won't record that portion, but I'll go ahead and get it replanted with barley here, get it fertilized, and that way when we come back next time we actually have a field crop at least planted going on if we do come back. If not, you know, I hope you guys have enjoyed the series. I know it's a mini series. It's only going to be, what, 6 or 7 episodes max, unless I get a great demand from all of you asking for more episodes on this map. But this has been Farming Simulator 15 edition. My name is Blue Star. Hope you guys have enjoyed the series. Please hit the like button, the share button, and obviously if you want to know about many more of my other videos that I am doing. I am playing a little bit of Minecraft, a little bit of Elite Dangerous. Hit the subscribe button, that way y'all get the email alerts when those videos are out for watching. And thanks for watching, and take care. See you next time.